Hello friends, in this series of MySQL, you will learn how to organize a database and to manipulate data with the help of various SQL queries. So let's start the session. It is very important to understand the database before learning MySQL. A database is defined as an organized collection of data or information. It is a shared collection of related data which will be used to support the activities of a particular organization. Databases allow their users to enter, access, and analyze their data quickly and easily. Or a database is an application that stores the organized collection of records. It allows us to store data into tables, rows, and columns. There are many databases available like MySQL, Oracle, MongoDB, Sybase, etc. In this section, we are going to focus on MySQL. But before we start to understand the concept of MySQL, let's understand some keywords which are related to SQL or MySQL. The first is relation. A table in database which contains data in the form of rows and columns is called relation, or you can say simple, a table. Next is tuple. A row of a relation or table is called record or tuple. As you can see here in the table, student, the admission number 102 and the student name is Bhargavi, class and section 12A and the phone number. So this complete information is known as tuple, or you can say record or a row. Next is attribute. A column or field of relation or table is called attributes. So the columns in this table is student, for example admission number, student name, class and section and phone number. These all are attributes or fields, or simply you can say the columns. Next key term is degree. Number of columns in a table is called degree of the table or relation. As you can see here, there are 4 columns in our table, so the degree of this table is 4. Cardinality refer number of records or tuples stored in the table is called cardinality. There are 3 rows in our table, so the cardinality of this table is 3. Now let's see what is MySQL. MySQL is the most popular database management system used to managing the relation database. MySQL is a relational database management system that is called RDBMS. MySQL stands for My Structured Query Language. It is also pronounced as MySQL, or you can say MySQL. MySQL is a freely available open source RDBMS that uses SQL. You can download MySQL from internet without any payment, so it is freely available. That's why it's called open source RDBMS. MySQL is a fast, easy to use RDBMS used for small and big business applications. MySQL is developed, marketed and supported by a Swedish company, MySQL AB. It is also used in many high-profile, large-scale worldwide web products including Wikipedia, Google and Facebook. There are some common features of MySQL. That's why it is very popular. MySQL is released under an open source license, so it is customizable. It requires no payment for its usage. You can download MySQL from its official website www.mysql.org. So it is freely available. That's why it is open source. Next is MySQL is a platform independent application which works on many operating systems like Windows, Unix, Linux, etc. You can run MySQL on Windows, Unix or Linux, so it is platform independent. Next is speed. MySQL runs very fast. Next, MySQL can handle large databases. Some real-life MySQL databases contain 50 million records. Some have up to 60,000 tables. In MySQL, each database table has many columns and contains specific data types for each column. Every column in a table should belong to a unique domain known as data type, or you can say the type of data. These data types help to describe the kind of information a particular column holds. These data types are categorized into three categories. First is numeric, next is date and time, and next is string or text data. In numeric data type, there are some other categories. First is integer or int, which can store up to 11-digit number without decimal. Next data type is small int, which can store up to 5 digits number without decimal. Next is decimal, or you can use here double also, M or D, that is floating point up to M length, and D for decimal places. Next category is date and time data types. The first data type in this category is date. The format of using this date data type is YYYY-MM-DD format. Next is time. The format is given in hours, minutes, or seconds. Next is date time with year, month, date, and hours, minutes, and seconds. So this is the format of using this date data type. Next one is a string or text data type. The first one is char size. A fixed length string up to 255 characters you can store with char data type. By default, it will store only 1 digit if you did not specify the size with this character. Next one is variable character size. A variable length string which can store up to 255 characters. In char data type, there are wastes of memory when you use this char data type, but variable character data type cannot use wastage, or it avoids wastage of memory. So thank you, and in the next video we will start how to create our database and we will perform some MySQL queries. Thanks for watching the video.